knowing that in real life you would have walked away. Please excuse you. You don't even know what lamb chops is.
Whoa.
You're saying I was sleeping with small boys. Mention their names. I came with name.
It has happened. Well done, Caroline. Nice one.
Let Naraka know that anyhow she comes, me already have a G.
Caroline is not playing.
Very keyboard happy. Twitter fingers. You can type. Or say it to my face. I asked you. You said you were fine. So why are you typing? Why are you mentioning my name in a group?
My girl said today I've got time. I got time for you.
I'm coming with a bomb. I'm coming with a nuclear weapon, and I would finish any little thing that is ever going to reconcile us. I don't want reconciliation. I would finish you and bury you. Period.
Hey! Who? You know one thing? I feel like people always think that, hey, Caroline is that kind of person that people influence to do things. She does not have a mouth of her own. She cannot say anything for herself. But they don't know that, when Caroline is ready for you, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. So let her leave you. Hello guys, welcome to Just Vibing Vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Lagos, episode 7. This episode, I wouldn't say it was given, because the end of the episode was given, but the end of the episode, almost all the end of the episode has been given. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's gonna give next episode, but I'm hoping that he does give next episode. But am I sure? No, I'm not, because every time I've been having high hopes for these people, but nothing has been happening. Okay, the episode started out with Priscilla going for a fitting with Toyin. What she was wearing looked beautiful. Toyin is actually good at dressing people and all of that stuff. She's actually good at doing whatever she wants to do and putting her mind to it. So yeah, that was really, really good. And then Yabo called in, and obviously she wanted to see what her daughter was wearing, but she called Toyin, and then they talked. I saw Toyin trying to be like, what do you think about the collection? Yeah, but just dodge that question and be like, oh, I'm sure she's very happy. My highlights was no us. And yeah, she was like, oh, that's the highlight. And that was the highlight actually for every one of the women, Iyabo and Priscilla working. But the thing I liked about this was that what Toyin said in the confessional is that, oh, Iyabo is wearing Tiana's outfit. Iyabo is wearing Priscilla's outfit. Priscilla is wearing Iyabo's outfit. You know what I mean? Like they switched roles. She said it to Iyabo. So you see, what she would say in your back, she's going to say it to your face. That's the kind of person I am, and those are the kind of people I like to keep around me. I don't like fake people. I don't like people that lie. What you're going to say to me, what you see with me is what you get. So what I tell you is what you're going to get. So I like her for that she said that. But yeah, I think people are feeling like she throws jabs and hide her hands. It does seem that way, because I think it's kind of like she does not want to get out of character. I know that sometimes when you know yourself, I know that if someone gets you mad, the thing you will do, you yourself, everybody will be like, oh, where they bring this crazy girl from? So when you see that kind of thing, when you know yourself, when you know the kind of how you can be, when you really, really get mad, sometimes like when you grow up being like she was saying, like having a bit of anger issue and all of that stuff, whereby when you see red, you kind of grow up working on not being that way. And then when you've gotten to that peak, not that someone cannot take you back, someone can, but it takes a lot to take you back there. And when you go back there, I pity for who you go back there for. So that is what I kind of think. The shots were fire, obviously. Miriam was talking to her sister. I like the husband, you know what I mean? Like he came out, and yeah, I know that some people might be like, oh, the husband is old. You just need to know that we age differently, so just kind of have that in mind. But the husband, I like him. I like the fact that he had a great input. See, he brought out drinks for them. Obviously, there's camera double. Maybe that's who he actually is. And then he brought out the idea of them putting numbers in the hats. Although now Miriam did not use a hat. She used kind of like a glass bowl. But yeah, it was still good either way. And Miriam has her own fashion line. I didn't know that she does. But they do look good. But I was like, why are you manufacturing it in London? Like, what's the reason? Like, people that have fashion lines in London, manufacture them somewhere else. They can draw them here, do the first this thing here, then they manufacture them maybe in China, Turkey, somewhere that's cheaper, and then they bring it. So why is it that Nigerian people, you want to do something, you're manufacturing it in London? Do you know how expensive it is to do that? Even in England, they don't even trade in pounds. I don't know if the EU thing has made them not trade in pounds. They used to trade in euro because pounds is too expensive. So when you manufacture it in pounds, how much do you not sell it in naira? Because at the moment, I think £1 is about 700 and something naira. So I don't know. Anyway, I was just thinking that was too much. Okay, so when the way they came, Yabo went to pick Tony. They came together, and then Laura showed up. But then they were waiting. Then Miriam, that they went for her thing, now showed up. But then they had to wait for 5 whole hours. Now, okay, now they picked the number. I like for that Tiana said, I picked the number that I am. #1, girl. Yes. I was like, yes, girl. I still like Tiana. I like all of them. Honestly, I kind of like all of them in a different way. I'm going to explain. Like, I don't have a favorite. Yeah. I should not have a favorite. If I would say a favorite, I don't know. I don't have a favorite. It could be Yabo. I don't know. I really do not have a favorite. But okay. Now, the dinner that they had plans for it to be early by 4 p.m. And Chioma and Caroline showed up by 9, after 9 actually, because they started the dinner by 9. That's when they went to the table. Like, are you high or are you high? Did the producer tell them to do that for a reason, or they just did that intentionally? Because, you know, on all these shows, sometimes, I know that is a drama show, so sometimes the producers will try to create drama because they need drama. But if they intentionally, that is so rude. I know that Nigerians really do not understand the rudeness of time. Like, you cannot do that. You cannot keep, so that's disrespectful. That means that you don't care about that person. You think the person has nothing to do. And all of these women seem very busy. So that was so rude. Like, honestly, the most, like, that's a slap in the face. Like, are you kidding me? 5 hours, not 30 minutes. 5 freaking hours. Not that you were stuck in traffic. Not that you even called to say, hey, I'm running late. No, they called you. That pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, like, that was not it at all. And then the way Chioma said, okay, I'm sorry, she brought flowers, and then she said her apology in passing. Then what she was saying in confessional, just make it seem like you're not sorry. Like you were too proud in your confessional. Like the way Caroline talked, the way Caroline was like, I'm so sorry that we're late. The way Caroline apologized now seemed like she was really sorry. And Caroline does not arrive late. So the way she apologized, she felt how it is. Like she understood that. But I studied in UK. Worked in what's the name of that place? Lebanon or something like that. You serious? You know that in UK they don't play with time. You cannot be late to somewhere and you don't call, you don't apologize. A restaurant, you'll be thrown out. And this is, like, are you serious? That cannot happen. You will call, you will apologize, you will give reasons why you're late, then they will understand. Not just show up for no reason, like 6 hours and then you strunt your stuff in. Now, the whole thing about Laura saying that, I think in Chioma's mind, Chioma think that me and her were in competition when it comes to fashion. Now, I have a thing to say about that. It's 2 things. It's either the person asking, actually, I would say 3 things. It's either the person asking Laura the question, because you have to remember in these confessions, they ask them a question. So it's either the person asking Laura a question, is setting her up. Because they might have asked her, what do you think Chioma thinks about fashion? Or like coming in late. What do you think Chioma and Stranta stuff, coming in late? Or do you think Chioma thinks that you and her, you're in competition? And then she'll not be like, oh, I think in Chioma's head, Chioma thinks. You know what I mean? It could be that. It could be that they've worded the question in a way that prompted her to answer in that way. It's either that, or it is that they edit things in a way whereby they edit her own stuff. Because the confessional, mind you, they talk for a very long time. They pick things. So maybe they edit it in the way whereby the only things we're hearing is Laura always calling Chioma. Because Chioma is calling Laura too, though. But when, Chioma is calling Laura too. Let's be honest. But it's in a different way. Laura is calling Chioma in the, she thinks she's all that sense. Why Chioma is calling Laura, no. God, I'm making a mistake. Let me start again. Laura is calling Chioma in the sense, every time she talks about Chioma thinks she's all that. Now, when Chioma talks about Laura, Chioma talks like Laura is nobody. So now maybe Nigerians are getting it like, oh, because she thinks that Laura is talking about her like Chioma thinks she's older. And Chioma looks good. She dresses better. So people are thinking that, oh, Laura is somehow pained. I'm not saying she might not be pained. She might be pained. But both of them have both of them. You know what I mean? They are talking about each other. But now, it's either these two things that I said, or the third one is actually, Chioma does live rent-free in Laura's head. Like, Laura just think about Chioma. Chioma thinks she's this. Chioma thinks she's that. It's either that too. So it is 1, 2, or 3. Either the person asking the question is sabotaging Laura, either the editors are sabotaging Laura, or Laura actually is like obsessed with Chioma. It's one of those 3. So which one is it? I don't know. And I'm sure you don't know either. But you can choose anyone that you think it is. But in all these shows, just have in mind that drama has to happen. Drama is important for all these shows to go on. So just have that in mind. Okay. Now we're talking about the apology stuff. Then Laura acting quiet and like she was drunk. I was actually believing her because I do go through this thing where I don't drink for some time. Like I actually have not. I can't remember the last time. Okay, I do remember the last time I drank. Yeah, but I go sometimes maybe 6 months, even a year, and I've not drank nothing. Because I just don't, like, you know what I mean? So when you've had that cleanse, the first time you drink, and something like champagne is bubbly, it kind of goes into your brain. I don't know how to explain. So it's kind of like some people, when they drink things like champagne, wine, they sleep. They feel tired. Like me, if I drink wine, I'm gonna be maybe bubbly for 5, like, no, I mean, dance and all of that stuff. But when I sleep, when that sleep come, baby, I'm gone. Like, I would sleep like a baby. So I do understand. So I was thinking, was it that? But then the ladies were thinking, yeah, Chioma, Laura didn't seem uncomfortable. She was sitting next to Chioma. So she was just like, and maybe she was so pissed about the whole stuff. But maybe she was waiting for the other ladies to bring the drama up. And she, maybe, I don't know, honestly. She's saying that, oh, I'm not used to this women. Everything is boring. I'm not used to this kind of set. I don't understand. You don't go to a place and sit down with people and eat. Like, what do you mean by that? You're not used to this setting. If you don't want to be there, you don't have to be. I'm sure they're not forcing you to be on the show. So I don't understand. I'm not used to this kind of setting. I'm not used to this kind of friendship. Who is used to this kind of setting and friendship? I'm sorry. Has any of those ladies been on a reality show before? No. So everybody is brand new, just like you. So auntie, zip up and just roll with it. Because you're seeming like you're the drama, but you're literally not the drama. In a way, like you're creating drama because you're just kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to, like, it's all about me, but not in it's all about me ways. Like, I'm going to create drama, I'm not going to talk, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to, you know what I mean, something like that. So I feel like that's the way you're doing it. And then you kind of are acting like someone is, Now, if you're not okay with the group of friends, don't be there. If you're going to be there, put an effort. If you're going to be fighting with Chioma, fight with Chioma. If you're not going to fight Chioma, don't fight with Chioma. If you're going to fight, like you telling Tony that, Tony, you're forcing it and leave me alone. Like, seriously? Someone was trying to, like, what kind of human being are you? I'm sorry, like, at this point, enough is enough with you. Do I like you? Yes, I like all the ladies, honestly, because nobody has really done anything that I'm like, oh, I don't like them. But at this point, you're doing not enough and too much at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but that's possible with you. Okay, now let me talk about the whole this thing where the food. The food looks so good. Like, I'm a vegetarian, but I was looking at those and I'm like, they look good. The presentation was amazing. It was beautiful. And then I think that's what I said, because there was lamb chops inside, you know, the first, I don't know if it's a starter that looked like you can call it donut. They call them donut here, but it's kind of like puff and buns inside of that. Yeah. Or like scotch egg, you know, like inside of it. That's whatever name you want to call it. Scotch lamb chops, whatever. So she was like, you don't know what lamb chops is. Maybe she didn't know what lamb chops were. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, you. What I'm gonna say is that Caroline finished Laura. Like, Laura had nowhere to go to. Like, she finished her like, I don't know how I call it, like 10 Kobo Moto Jam. You cannot even buy her with that. That's how she finished her. But anyway, so then Chioma had this whole giveaway thing. I like when people give things to people. I have this friend in uni. He's actually my best friend's friend. NK, if you know yourself, yeah. I don't know if she even knows I have a YouTube channel, but Yeah, she used to always give her on her birthday. She will buy things and go to Motherless Baby home. Okay, it's one person I know that not only only on her birthdays, but she always went to Motherless Baby's home or them distant home to give things. She always gave things out to less privileged. So when I see people doing that, is a very good thing to do, honestly. And from what I know, NK has always been successful in life. It's always good to give out. When you give those people, they pray for you. God hears it. You know, it's really, really good. I'm so happy. It's not even about you getting something from it. It's about the fact that you're giving out. That is really, really good. So anyway, now that I've talked about giving out, let's just round this up quickly. So I like the fact that Choma was giving out. I don't know where she was going to because we've not seen. Caroline went there. Caroline was going to join her. I feel like she has invited some other women they were going to go, but it's good that it was just, since it's something close to her, it's good that it was just something with she and Caroline that actually does care about her and care about what she was doing. Now they were going, now Laura is posting something on the group. Now is Laura posting something in the group bad? Not really, because maybe she didn't want to bring it as drama in the place. But then Caroline is finishing her. Now Caroline is saying that Laura was a runs girl and she saw her, she was brought for a governor before, and Caroline was there when they brought Laura as the girl for the governor. I can see that and she's trying to talk to her husband now, and Laura trying to make her man. She does sound guilty when she's trying to talk to her husband, like, oh, and she's the divorcee, so she wants me to divorce. She's trying to, you brought up something, maybe she brought up her own, because you said that she was sleeping with small boys. So I don't understand. You throw something and you don't want someone to throw back at you. I beg. So anyway, next week is similar. There's going to be a lot of buzz bars. I like the fact that Yabo called all of them. I like the fact that Caroline finished her. I like it. I like the way Caroline talks when Caroline is mad. And honestly, I am here for all of it. I can't wait for next week to see what will happen. But this time, please, I don't want to underwhelm me, because every time they do this drama, but it looked like Caroline will smack the hell out of Laura. You know, Laura said, I'm going to beat her. I think Caroline has been keeping that. She think Caroline is soft. Don't worry, Caroline will show you. Because the way Laura was like standing up and then Caroline used that thing and hit her. Hey, that hitting was like she stood on the ground strong and gave it to her. I cannot wait anyway. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.